Hi everyone, this is Maria's Budgeting. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you are new. So today I'm going to be doing my weekly check-in for the second week of December. So today I'm going to be checking in from Saturday the 7th through Friday the 13th. First off, I am going to mark off my no spend day. I only had one no spend day for the week. So that would be on the 10th. That would be on the Tuesday of that week. Moving on to the transactions that I did have on the 7th, I did have a grocery transaction, and that was for SF Supermarket, and that was a total of $7. Moving on to the other two transactions that I had that day, I did have a dates transaction that was for pho. That was a total of $49 for that transaction. And then I also did have Wingstop for dinner. That one is coming out of my restaurant's cash envelope. And Wingstop was a total of $12. Moving on to the 8th, I did have some more restaurant transactions, two in total. First off, I did have McDonald's, which was $12. And then I guess I had Taco Bell that day as well, and that was a total of $16 for that day as well. And then I had another transaction off from restaurants, but I did have a Safeway groceries transaction, and that was just $8 for that day. On the 9th, I had another Safeway transaction, and that was a total of $25 for the 9th. On the 10th was a no spend day, and then on the 11th, I had another restaurants transaction, and that was McDonald's. The total for that day was $14. Now on to the 12th, I did have a couple of transactions. I did have a sinking fund transaction for that day. That was a total of $108, but it did come out of two sinking funds. $30 were from birthdays, and then $78 was for my Christmas sinking fund. So that was a total of $108 for that transaction. I also did go to Costco to get some gas, and in order for me to get a full tank of gas, I did spend a total of $37. That was on the 12th still. Now, on that same day, I also did go to Target. Have no clue what I got, but I did use my spending envelope for that. I did only spend $2. I think what I got was a gift bag for the present that I got at Marshall's, the one that I bought with the birthday sinking fund. I'm pretty sure that is what I got, just a bag. I also did go to Foods Co, and I did spend $10 there, and that's from groceries. And then on the 13th, I did go to Dollar Tree, and I did spend $6 there. I don't remember what I got. I remember I got a drink. I also did get some tissue paper for the gift, and then I did buy another bag because the one that I did get at Target was too small, and I don't remember if I grabbed anything else, but the total was $6 for that day. And if I didn't mention it before, it is coming out of my spending cash envelope. So those are all of my transactions for the week, and then here I have my week 2 ready for me to check in. I did add 50 for dates, gas 100, groceries 120, restaurants 80, and then spending $50. So let's go ahead and check in. For dates, I did spend $49 at the pho place. So I spent $49, and that will give me $1 remaining. Moving on to gas, I did get gas once, and that was Costco for $37. Since I did start with 100 and I spent $37, that means that I do have $63 left for the following week. Moving on to groceries, I did have a couple of transactions. So I have 7 here for SF Supermarket, then I have Foodsco for 10, so that is 17. 17 plus 8 is 25, and then 25 plus 25 for the Safeway transaction is a total of $50. So I spent 50, I started with 120, so that gives me 70 remaining. Moving on to restaurants, I do have a couple of transactions for that. So I have Wingstop for 12, then I have McDonald's for 12 as well, so that's 24, and then 24 plus 16 is 40, and then 40 plus 14 is 54. So I spent $54 for restaurants, and I did start with 80, so that is 26 remaining. And for spending, I do have those 2 transactions, so Target for 2 and then Dollar Tree for 6. So that gives me a total of $8 for spending. I started with 50, so that means I have 42 remaining, and then nothing for unbudgeted. So here I have my wallet. I do have some available on my Instagram. I do have different colors. All the info is on my Instagram highlights. So if you're interested in these binders, go ahead and check on my Instagram, and then you can go ahead and direct message me. I also do want to mention the app Fetch. I do have that app on my phone. It is an app where you can scan your receipts. They give you points, and the points you can go ahead and redeem for gift cards. So if you're interested in signing up, I will have the code on the screen and also down below in the description box. Here on my side, I do have $100 in change in case I do need it. I am a credit card user, that is why I do stuff my envelopes, but then during the weekly check-ins, I unstuff the money because I will go ahead and deposit the money to the bank, and then I pay off my credit card. For dates, I did spend $49, so I'm taking this $50, and I'm going to go ahead and bring back a $1 bill into this envelope. Moving on to gas. For gas, I am unstuffing 37, so I'm taking the 220s, and then I will go ahead and put $3 back. So 1, 2, and 3. We have 50, 60, 61, 2, and 3. Moving on to groceries, I am unstuffing 50, so I'm going to take 3 20s, and I'm taking back a 10. So we now have 20, 40, 60, and 70 left over in this envelope. Moving on to restaurants, we're unstuffing 54. So I'm going to take the 50 along with the 10, and I'm bringing back $6. So I have 25 and 26 left over in restaurants. And then for spending, I am unstuffing $8, so I'm taking the 10 and bringing back 2. So we have 20, 40, 1, and 2. All right, so that is it for my wallet. I am going to just leave the money there. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to move on to my sinking funds, and then we'll go ahead and count all of the money at the end. I only have one envelope to unstuff because Christmas is a digital envelope right now. All of the money that I do have for Christmas is in the bank since I fully funded it. So the only thing that I do have to unstuff is my birthday envelope. So in this case, we are unstuffing 30. So 20 and a 10. So that is it for that. And then I have $20 remaining in birthdays. So I will mark off both the birthday and the Christmas transaction. For the Christmas transaction, I'll just have to move my money from my savings to my checkings, and then I'll pay off the credit card for that transaction. So let's see. I am going to calculate everything. So we took out $30 from birthdays, and then I'll go ahead and calculate the amounts here. So we have 30 for birthdays, 49 for dates, 37 for gas, 50 for groceries, 54 for restaurants, and $8 for spending. So it should be a total of 228. Since we did start with 100 in the cash tray, it should be 328. So 1, 20, 40, 60, 82. That's a lot more than, oh wait, yeah, 328. I got confused. 100, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 10, 15, 20, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 228, which is perfect. Technically 328 was what I counted, but it's 228 that's going back to the bank, and I can go ahead and mark off that transaction. So that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.